Hello YouTube, let's file this one under best laid plans. This video was supposed to be about the conversion of an Echo QV6700 to a CS6700. QV6700 being a quick vent saw used in the fire service to breach roofs, which is on the left, and of course the Echo CS6700 is chainsaw 6700. So I bought two of these saws. One of them, the conversion was already done. I shot a bunch of footage. The other saw fell through. I was going to use the second one as the showing the conversion, which would have been really boring anyway, because all I had to do was take off the front lift bumper and swap over the bar and chain because it was already sprocketed for 3/8. But I have no footage of the conversion. So in an effort not to waste all of the footage that I shot, I put together this video which shows a bunch of features of the saw as a QV6700 and how it runs, how it cuts as a chainsaw. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I hope this is useful to somebody out there somewhere. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Okay, let's go over some features on this. Of course, there's a chain brake, which has a really unique, we're going to hold it right up in the camera there. Has a really unique setup here. I don't know if I like this or not. There's this little lever here. So when you take the cover plate off, this lever just slides out there. And that lever is actuated by the upper lever, which has a spring adjuster on it. You can see the spring right there. But I don't know if you can see that this separate lever down in there. I hope you can. I cannot tell in the sunlight. But there's that separate lever. I don't know if I like that yet. This saw looks like somebody might have actually ported the muffler on it, which is why it's loud. I'll have to take a look in there closer. Not sure about that. It does have a couple of unique to the era, used to be very commonplace things on it. One of them that Echo had years ago, and it's on this saw. It disappeared for a while, and it's on this saw. Is right here. This orange knob is to adjust the idle. As you saw, it was running on, and if I felt it was running on too fast, I could actually adjust the idle just by that knob without getting a screwdriver out or anything. Of course, the other thing is, let's get it right in here so you can see. I gotta keep touching the camera because it goes dark on me if I don't. Right here, you see that little orange thing in the back there? That is the oil adjustment, and you flick it with the screwdriver. I don't know if I like that yet because of where it is, and it is plastic. I'm trying to get in there. I have it set it all the way low right now, and this thing oils like no saw I've ever had before. I mean, it's like really oils. As far as your main controls go, you have, of course, your choke lever. Very simple on-off toggle switch, standard Echo fare for years. The throttle, it has the operator lever there that you have to do before you could hit the throttle, and it has the old school throttle lock on it where you pull the trigger in, set the throttle lock, and to get it off you pull it. And this is a nice feature which disappeared from saws, but I like on this saw, and this is the override manual oiler in case you're not getting enough oil. Now the reason I like that is because I do mill, and even though I try not to mill with anything under 5 cubic inches, around 80 cc's, I would put this on a small mill for trimming edges off of things. So like I got like a 6-inch slab and I'm making 6x6 beams. I would put this on a small mill and run those down. Be perfectly comfortable doing that. I wish the air filter was bigger. Kind of surprised it's not, but I guess that this was the model saw that they chose. And show you the air filter. It's a flat filter. I mean, it has a corrugated bottom, but really not. I was, kind of would like to see a little bit of a stack filter on this.
a little bit larger. But it is what it is, right? You heard her start up. I think that that's all of the features we want to look over. Oh no, there is one other thing that I actually really like quite a bit, and that is where the oil port is. Because the oil port is out a little bit in front of that bar, so you can really fill it with oil. Anyway, we're going to fuel her up, we're going to run her, and then we'll talk about what we like and what we don't like about it.
Alright, here's the takeaway for the QV6700 swap over. The closest thing I can equate it to is the old still 041s or my still 090s, where it's more like a tractor than a race car. I did see some videos of guys a couple of videos of guys who ported them, and they got absolute rippers out of them, but that's not the stock saw. Echo for years has been renowned as a company that has everything tuned down, and their saws do last forever if you don't leave them sitting with fuel in them or anything. This saw is 25 years old. It was a fire service saw, so
spent a lot of time in a cabinet, you know, maybe once a week or once a month, being run and properly maintained because it was for the fire service. So, you know, the newest it could be, I think, is 2000 or 2001, maybe 2005. So it's old, but I mean, it is in great shape. If you look at it, you can tell it hadn't been really hammered on. Cut really well. It is heavy. It's got a cast magnesium body. Old school saw. It's a good solid saw. I like it. I'm not going to do any tuning on it. It has like a extra hole in the muffler already, so for what it's worth. Not the fastest saw, good drag saw. I love the fact that it has a manual oiler. And the reason is because my intention is to throw a mill on it to do, like when I cut 10-inch cants, it's more than enough saw to mill 10-inch planks off a 10-inch cant. I do like, and I had to use it because we've been doing real heavy temperature swings, the knob for adjusting the idle actually came in really handy and made it so that the saw ran better depending on the temperature. I could adjust it. I mean, it was a tiny adjustment, but it was enough to keep it from spitting and at one point running on a little bit when it got really cold. And I really liked that a lot. As far as the bar oiling on its own, and a lot of the Echoes of this vintage are known for that, and as I understand, a lot of current Echoes are known to oil like crazy. I had the oiler turned all the way down, and it was just like running off of the bar. It oils magnificently. The way the oiler is set up, it's a plastic little flick thing. I show it in the review. I don't know if with a lot of use if that thing's going to melt. I don't know. It could be a flaw, but I'm guessing not. It's still on there, and I see a lot of these kind of saws around still. You know, this vintage saw, era saw, around still. So people are still using them, but it is a lot easier than a screw. You know, you just stick in and you push it sideways or this way or that. It is a lot easier than the screw type, and it leaves nothing to guess. So anyway, that's that. Very happy with it, especially considering what I paid for it, the guy I got it from. You know, like the whole sales experience, buying experience was great. The guy I bought it from is honest as the day is long, and told it like it is with the saw. The number was right. So, you know, just food for thought. Make a great firewood saw if you're a home gamer firewood guy. Make a great firewood pile saw for stuff like this where, you know, you want to dedicate a saw to it if you're a tree service and you don't want to pull something off your racks or spend a shit ton of money on a saw just to have around for busting a log here and there. It is a good saw. Like I said, heavy, a little bit slow. You know, I don't want to use the word slow, but it's not lighting the world on fire. I guess it is slow. I wouldn't use the word doggy because it's got a lot of grunt. Other than that, I like the saw. I'm keeping it. I'm going to add it to my arsenal of saws to use for various things. And if you find one, you might want to pick it up, you know, depending on what you need it for. And like I said, for firewood, for a home gamer, it's a really nice heavy 60s class, low 70cc class saw. It's 66.8 cc's. So you're getting towards 70 cc's. And you can probably get one pretty reasonably in very good shape. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I don't know, may the force be with you. Whatever, man. Later.